Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Ace. Uh, this is my first video, technically. I'm doing a YouTube, and wanted to talk about like the 5 greatest top TV shows ever. So it was just popped in my head, like, okay, well, um, what is like some of the groundbreaking TV shows that's just like that paved the way for other TV shows? So kind of go off the top of my head. So a little bit about myself is I am actually not saying my age, but I'm a Scorpio. I am an actor, dancer slash choreographer, and with a little help, could be a singer. Definitely, you hear some of these artists out here now, just dropping anything. But a little bit about myself is I attended the School for the Fine and Performing Arts. That's the school in Detroit, Michigan called DSA, and I also attended Central, uh, which is another high school. So, but one of the first, I guess, TV shows we can talk about or whatever is, you probably won't believe it, came out like 1997. It was called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. One of the greatest TV shows that was ever created. Like, if you back then there was not no vampire shows at all. Like, you had your movies, but not a TV show. And most people that watched the show, like, you would just think it was about slaying vampires. It wasn't about that. It was like deeper. Like, um, Buffy, who was played by actress Sarah Michelle Gellar, who's absolutely just amazing. She went to school like, with a lot of pressure at like 15 years old, being the chosen one. Like, the legacy of the Slayer is like you die young. So it was like that pressure alone, and I guess being a girl, being tough. Like, she had a whole lot of responsibilities, like looking after her family, saving the world, dying for your friends, and protecting them, and like it was an absolutely good show. And now you kind of have like the Vampire Diaries. There's another vampire show. I really can't think of the name of it, but another one that definitely changed the game in the new generation is True Blood. It's like the best vampire show after 2003, like to date. Like, I don't, and it's just a summer show. Like, I think they should seriously think about giving True Blood like 22 full episodes, because it's like you can't wait to see what's happening next. So you telling me I have to wait a whole summer to actually figuring out what's gonna happen next year on True Blood? It's just crazy. Like, the show is too good. The ratings have to be like through the roof. Like, it's an absolutely amazing show, and that's definitely one show that I want to play on is True Blood. And I have to. Like, I'm really obsessed like with the whole vampire mythology and everything like that. But yeah, Buffy definitely was a good show, for that time. Uh, Another good show definitely is, I'm not really a huge cartoon fan, but The Simpsons. Clearly, I mean, like the longest TV show ever running on television. Also, now you have Family Guy, Robot Chicken. You have like all these other shows, but The Simpsons clearly started it all. Um, Strangely, another TV show that is definitely groundbreaking, and you think it probably would sound a little corny, but it's actually pretty amazing. It's this TV show called Desperate Housewives, and it comes on ABC on Sunday, around 9 o'clock, I believe. And it's just amazing. Like, for anybody who's in a relationship or not in one, it shows you what married people go through in a relationship, all the obstacles, the lies, the secrets that you go through. And you have your good relationships and you have your bad relationships, but they kind of like exploit it all on Desperate Housewives. And it's a comedy drama. It's just like hilarious. Like, you would sit there and you'd be like, okay, well, look at these beautiful suburban people, on Desperate Housewives. Their lives must be just full of happiness and wealth and everything like that, but secretly it's not, because if you really pay close attention, it's like they're the really the messed up, screwed up ones. Really, they go through a lot. And I wrote a blog like probably 4 years ago talking about I love Desperate Housewives, but it lacked diversity. And you had like one African American on the show like throughout 6 years, and I was like, okay, this is a good show, but there are successful black people who live in the suburbs. Like, this is just crazy. And in my blog, I was like, I think who should join the cast of Desperate Housewives 4 years ago. I put Janet Jackson, Stacey Dash, Jada Pinkett Smith, or Vanessa Williams. Clearly, season 7, for some strange reason, they got Vanessa Williams, and I'm happy because she's attractive, she's gorgeous, and she's in the suburbs. Like, I mean, it took you long enough, but it's good. So I'm happy, but it's definitely a good show. If you haven't seen Desperate Housewives, you should definitely check it out because it's just my brothers, like guys, like they get hooked into the show too. You wouldn't think that normally it's all about chicks and that's what they like, but no, it's like you see what the guys go through also dealing with these women, and it just prepares you, and you learn from the show. Like I love how the show usually starts off with a quote and ends with a good quote. Like one of the ending quotes was, "Human beings are designed for many things, but loneliness isn't one of them." And it's like nobody's designed to be alone. Like we do need each other, whether it be a soulmate, a friend, something, a job, people. You know, we're not designed to live alone. We're just not. So that is that with the show. But what else is another great, great show? I'm so disappointed that Ugly Betty got canceled. That was the best comedy that I can think about that was on a TV show. Like Ugly Betty was hilariously funny. Like they tackled on a lot. I love shows that evolves and tell the truth, like what goes on in society. And it was like a Latino show, and that's good too because I really don't see any Latino shows on now. Like um, like BET has their own station, and it's usually a lot of African Americans on the show or whatever like that because it's an African American network. And Ugly Betty was just like came on like at the right time, and like you got soaked in. It was like it kills me when people just think that black people like are the only people who like went through horrible treatment and stuff like in the um, slave days and stuff. Like Jews were treated just as bad. Like I couldn't believe how bad Jews were definitely treated. Mexicans are also discriminated against and treated bad and stuff like that too. Like, you know, I personally, when I look at people, I don't see color. I think it's really stupid, like to just judge somebody by the color of their skin. Like saying, oh, because you're yellow, I don't like you because of the color of your skin. I was like, that's retarded. Like, do you seriously think that people of different race backgrounds was just like had a choice and say, oh my God, I think I choose to be black. Let me somehow, some way create the color of my skin. Come on. And it's like anybody that's usually, I have black friends, and if my friends ever do a racial slur towards like any of my white friends, or my white friends do any racial slurs towards my black friends, like that's just not cool at all. Like seriously, it's like it's 2010. Who does that? Like seriously, usually people that talk about people like that ain't got nothing going on with themselves. They bored. It's like it's just ridiculous. But definitely, I don't know why Ugly Betty didn't get picked up by another station. What was the creator thinking? Like that was the perfect show. Vanessa Williams was ruthless on that TV show. Um, I love Mark and Amanda. Justin was pretty cool. Hilda, oh my God, she was so sexy. Oh my God, hold on, I can't believe I'm smiling right now. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, so I'm gonna start addressing issues of watching YouTube or whatever, and start posting important topics or whatever to what I feel that should be addressed and should be discussed. Like I said, I am definitely in January. I'm looking for agencies right now. Like there's three that I'm looking at to like join, but you want the right agency too. This is when it comes to acting, you want the right agencies because that is the person or the company who represents you, who will get you work and stuff like that. And it's like people really think that they have to go far, like to LA, to New York, to do all these things, but I am pretty sure celebrities sit and watch blogs and watch videos on themselves to see what people think. I mean, the reviews of movies, everything. Like, and now we have YouTube. It's huge. It's like if I was a mainstream celebrity, this is the first place I would go to type in my name and see what people have to say about me, and to look at the replies and comments and what people thought about the work that I did or whatever. And it's like I'm definitely very serious about acting, and I'm definitely looking to pursue a career into that. And it's so a little sad, but once you are a different race other than Caucasian, it is a little more difficult for you to kind of make it, And my hat goes off to those African Americans who crossed over. Like, I'm pretty sure it took a lot of work, and times are changing and things is actually getting better in society. When it comes to work for different races and stuff like that too, so that's pretty cool. Um, did I put cream in my coffee? Ugh, I almost cussed. Oh, that was good. So, yeah. So that's what that was about. Ugly Betty, The Simpsons, Desperate Housewives, Buffy the Vampire Slayer are like all must-sees.